Masa al-Khair. My name is Colin. I work at the U.S. Embassy here in Baghdad, and today I wanted to share a little bit with you about my state, which is Wisconsin. Wisconsin is located in the middle of the United States, close to Canada, so right here in red. It's a pretty small state. We only have about 5.8 million people, so our whole state is smaller than the city of Baghdad. And it's shaped like a mitten, we say, so this is kind of the shape of Wisconsin, and I'm from here, from a city called Green Bay. And we're probably most famous for our football team, which is the Green Bay Packers, whose gear I am wearing today. We're the smallest city in the United States with a professional sports team, which is pretty exciting. The city also, people in the city also own the Packers. It's not owned by a single person. It's owned by the local community. And it's a very popular sports team. Even in the winter, when it's below 40 below zero, the games are always sold out. And there's a waiting list of 81,000 people for season tickets. And remember, the city only has 100,000 people, so it's really popular in the whole state. And so even when people are at the football games in this cold weather, they usually stay warm because they're drinking lots of beer. Wisconsin is very famous for all of its beer. We have a lot of German heritage in our state, so there are lots of breweries in Wisconsin. Miller, Pabst, and Schlitz all had their headquarters in Milwaukee. But my favorite is this beer, Spotted Cow. So you might be wondering why we have a beer named after a cow. And that's because in Wisconsin, our most famous food product is dairy products. So we're known as America's Dairyland. We produce the most cheese of any state in the United States, 25% of the country's cheese. And we're the second highest producer of milk after California, which is a lot bigger than us. Our cheeses are famous everywhere. They do really well at international cheese festivals. So we have lots of great cheese if you can ever come to Wisconsin and try some. And then every year at the state fair, Wisconsinites like to get a little crazy and experiment with new things. So we deep fry all sorts of things like candy bars, cheesecake, cheese. Or we like to put foods on sticks so you can walk around and go on the rides but still eat. So you can do anything on a stick, really. You can do spaghetti and meatballs, macaroni and cheese, or even falafel on a stick, they have. But when you need to, work off some of that food you just ate, there's lots of places in Wisconsin you can go to visit. Door County is known for its cherry orchards, its wineries, and its beautiful scenery. It's a popular vacation destination. Another vacation destination is Wisconsin Dells, which has the world's largest water park, and they also have indoor water parks, so you can even enjoy them in the cold Wisconsin winters. You could also go visit Frank Lloyd Wright's Taliesin House, which is where he lived and worked for a while in Wisconsin. He's one of America's most famous architects. Another famous Wisconsinite is Harry Houdini, who you might know for his death-defying magic tricks in the early 20th century. Now, I'm not very good at magic, but I did learn a magic trick for this video. I can make this pencil disappear into my head, so watch closely. And there it is. So I'm learning, if you have any tips for me on magic tricks, just let me know in the comments. Another famous Wisconsinite is Georgia O'Keeffe, who's known for her paintings of flowers that are really beautiful. And so while I'm still learning on my magic trick and my art skills, I'd love to know more about any famous Iraqi magicians or artists. So please let me know in the comments.